Hello, and welcome back to another episode of White Album 2 Fan Club Radio. We are currently on part 3 of episode 87. Episode 87 is the final episode, and it has been not in production for years now. They did get like a renewal of the contract, of the radio contract, in 2018, but it never got utilized. So, like, fingers crossed it'll happen someday, but this could be our final episode. So let's jump back in. We're talking about in the Sworn Enemy's route when Haruki called Setsuna omae. It's that slightly ruder way of saying you in Japanese. It could depend on the tone. All right. But I know that's how it is from Haruki-kun. He's saying it out of affection. Yeah, I guess. Since it seemed like it made Setsuna happy. Right? Setsuna doesn't really have an omae vibe, though. An omae vibe? She doesn't. The omae vibe. Maybe that's why she's so happy about it? I feel like a guy would have to be pretty brave to use omae for a girl in a position as high as hers. Yeah. And it wasn't that way with Kazusa. He had a way in with her. I mean, yeah, because those two were bickering from the beginning that they knew each other, so I could see it that way. And Kazusa used it for Haruki all the time. Right? Io isn't part of the picture here, so maybe he used it with Chiaki? Yeah. He didn't use it with Koharu, right? He might not have. I don't think he did. Everyone, please play through the scenario to find out. You have to play the whole thing. Isn't that a good way to spend a month? So, thinking about that line, it's a matter of treating someone courteously. They're important to you, so you're courteous, but that's not quite the same as the friendship line. Yeah. When it comes to friends, I'll throw out an omae now and then. Deliberately, like, listen, you. But I wouldn't say it with anyone else. I only call Naba-chan Hitomi. What was that? Hitomi. But Hitomi is the highest level. No. Right? The highest level of affection. No. Wouldn't it have to be, since you only allow one person to call you Hitomi? Phew. Right, Naba-chan? I think I might be wrong about something. She's fuming now. Yes, that's the feeling I get. Yep. Yeah, because in Japanese, as you probably know, calling someone just by their first name with no suffix, it means you're very, very close to one another. So yeah, calling her Hitomi is a little bit over the line, possibly. But the reason Setsuna took an interest in Haruki in the first place was that, unlike everyone else, he treated her like an equal. That was how things started. Yeah. Right. Oh, so in that sense, he was completely different from the others. Yeah. So, if you think about Haruki at the beginning, and Haruki in Sworn Enemy, I think you could almost say that he's gone back to how he was at the very start. Ah, I get it. Back at the start, when he had no idea things would end up the way they did. Okay. Maybe he's back to that Haruki. Maybe so. That's so true. That's actually a point I didn't really think about. Setsuna, that day on the swing set when she had the glasses and braids disguise and she kind of confessed that everyone treats her differently. She just wants to be a normal girl. That's really what she wants from Haruki. That's all she wants. She wants to be scolded like regular, praised like regular, loved like regular. But Haruki's just treating her like this thing above him because of his guilt. And it's just, that distance is so painful. Oh, right. In Chiaki's route, Setsuna says something like, I was never able to be the girl he referred to as Aitsu. She did say that. So I put some foreshadowing in there. Yes. I see. Yeah. Maruto! There it is. The best kind of praise. Exactly, there it is. Man. Although, well, to tell the truth, that story didn't come out in time for the PS3 version. Uh-huh. So that foreshadowing isn't ultimately followed through. Gotcha. Ah. So there have been rumors going around that it might be used at some later point. Ah, so really, if we were to think from corner to corner, there are probably some pieces left, or some things that haven't been presented. Yeah, I'm sure. That's just the kind of work it is, right? Which makes me think, yeah? It makes me think everyone will want to fill in those gaps. We're all looking forward to the mini after story. Suddenly, all eyes are on Maruto-san. Ah, yes, understood. How exciting that must be. Like, obviously now, as of the time I'm recording this, late 2021, we have the mini after. But if this was at the time where it hasn't been released yet, how exciting must that be for fans, you know? All right. In that case, the after would be something completely new. Yeah, that's tricky, right? Not something from within it. What would the after even come after, actually? Right? Yeah. Yes, after what? Exactly, after what? We know it can't come after sworn enemy, right? It can't. So maybe there's something else left? Oh? Ah, of course. But at this point, in fact, there are two. Ah. Wow, this is exciting. I wonder what... Actually, I'm not sure I want to make Maruto-san talk any more about it than this. Just savor the excitement. Yes, yes. Enjoy the waiting. Don't worry, there's nothing definite enough to talk about anyway. He's trying so hard not to give spoilers, but you can tell like he wants to talk about the ideas, but he can't really talk about the ideas. He just wants to give you just enough so that they can convince you to buy it. Or convince you to get the other merch, and you can get the mini after story for free, which of course we'll talk about in the end here anyway. And with that, that's all the time we have. Thank you all very much for all the mail you sent. Thank you. We're still accepting messages regarding Kazusa's route in Coda to discuss on our extra recording for the radio CD. So we look forward to receiving plenty of mail for that. This has been Let's Hear Everything, Super Daichu Time, Volume 4, featuring Fumiaki Maruto. Wait Album 2, Fanclub Radio. Todokanai Koi 13 plays in the background. The time has come for the ending of our program, Wait Album 2, Fanclub Radio. You are currently listening to Todokanai Koi 13, which the three of us sang for the encore at the White Album 2 concert. Now, what? I'm tearing up. That's surprising. Oh God, why am I feeling like this? This was, with Nena-chan and Tsuda-chan. This is bad. I'm gonna cry. He's on the verge of tears. You can cry a little. We'll just be doing the announcements. Wasn't it? It was Kazusa's voice actress that said, I like seeing people cry a few episodes back. Because, it lets her see that these people are having a big emotional response. It's kind of flattering. It's kind of nice. So I could see that. Don't cry. There's going to be a call too, right? This is bad. Right. Yep, this is a very moving moment. I'm gonna stop talking for a second. All right. We have some announcements from Aqua Plus. Maybe Haruki got so used to crying so much for voicing White Album 2 that now he can't help but cry every time there's a moment that's like a little emotional, which I don't think is unhealthy whatsoever. I think that White Album 2 is probably an amazing emotional outlet for crying, and now, I don't know, maybe he got used to it. Volume 5 of the TV anime Blu-ray set is now available for purchase. The 6th and final volume will be released on May 28th. It includes the last 3 episodes. Episode 11, The Snow Melts and Then It Falls Again, Part 2, which reveals all of Kazusa's feelings. Episode 12, Graduation, in which they finally fall into each other's arms. Oh, so heartbreaking. And episode 13, Todokanai Koi, where everything ends at the airport. A restricted scene from the start of episode 13 will be released, and a picture drama based on an additional script written by Fumiaki Maruto set just before the school festival concert will also be included. With game-like staging, it shows a small incident that happens with the 3 of them right before the show, leaving Setsuna and Kazusa's hearts pounding. It is not to be missed. In the commentary, the 3 performers and 3 staff members come together to discuss the reasons behind the staging and the conflicts they faced in detail. A bonus pin-up illustration card will bring tears to the eyes of fans of the original game. Volume 6 on its own, with those 3 episodes, will cost 7,800 yen before tax, so please order it. Whew, 7,800 yen. I can't even imagine for 3 episodes. That is crazy. That is almost $80 for 3 episodes of an anime. Can you even imagine? And people paid that because they wanted these bonuses. And it's so funny now, looking back, because one volume of the Blu-ray, like this one, for example, it's just about $40. So it's still expensive, but it's not like, it's like half the price now. And for things like this, you would expect it to go up in price. So they definitely overpriced the anime a lot. That is insane. Check with your store to see what special perks will come with buying the whole original set, too. The Blu-ray of the concert at the Tokyo International Forum is now available. Sample footage has been uploaded to the Aqua Plus channel on Nico Nico. So if you haven't purchased it yet, please give it a look. You'll feel the excitement and passion all over again. Furthermore, a limited edition with the live CD currently playing enclosed will be made available. White Album 2 key artist Takeshi Nakamura's personal art book was released today in Animate, Softmap, Gamers, and Tora no Ana stores. And if you haven't seen that art book, it is super pretty. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you check my other merch review videos, you can check it. You can see some of it. We give a preview. The full color art is really, really nice in that art book. The 5th and latest volume of the light novel, White Album 2, The Melody the Snow Plays, will be released on May 15th. The story plunges into CC, and the writer's thoughts are a must-read. The first chapter of the manga version of CC is being published in GA Bunko magazine as well. A full graphic Kazusa Toma t-shirt is now available for Nijigen Cospa. So much merch. So incredible. Especially since it's the last episode of the radio show. They're trying to cram it all in. The first 5 fan club radio CDs are now available. The 6th will include Takuma Terashima-san and Ikumi Nakagawa-san, the voices of Takeya and Io, as guests for the special edition and is planned for release on May 30th. In advance of that, it will be for sale at the merchandise corner of the White Heart 2 event we're holding on May 25th. Of course, event-exclusive cards will be given out as always. In addition, as a perk with the Fan Club Radio CD series, if you have any 5 out of the set, you will be eligible to own the mini after story for Windows. Those who buy the concert Blu-ray and TV anime vocal collection together will also be eligible for the mini after story. That mini after story, they talked about it so much this episode, I'm sure every single listener was like, I need to watch it. Or I need to play it, I guess. Furthermore, some announcements regarding the event at FIX Records. First, there will be a free in-store mini concert by Suwara, starting at 2 p.m. on May 3rd in the festival court on the first floor of the Matsumoto Katakura Mall in Nagano. What a mouthful that is. Those who buy Suwara's CD on site that day will be eligible to participate in a handshake session as well. Second, there will be a mini concert on May 11th at the Spring 2014 Headphone Festival. Rena Uehara, Akari Tsuda, and Suwara are sure to put on a fabulous show together. For information on how to get in, visit the Spring 2014 Headphone Festival website. Those who attend will be given download cards for high-quality recordings of the songs performed and background music played. That's a really cool thing, actually. I don't think I've ever attended a concert which gave out cards for downloads of the recordings. But that's a super good idea. That's kind of difficult to do, though, because you go to the concert, the music is played, then they give you the download for the music, but the music isn't even uploaded yet. So it's not like you can give them a QR code for the song, unless they just give you the QR code for a folder where they're going to put the song. That is very interesting. Please come and experience it for yourself. All information is subject to change. Please confirm with the corresponding official websites. The 7th Fan Club Radio CD, which will include today's broadcast, is planned for release in the summer. You can check the White Album 2 homepage for details. Thank you. All right, I have one more announcement. Yes, one more. As I mentioned before, White Heart 2. Those who appear in White Album and 2 Heart 2 and White Album 2 and 2 Heart 2. So many twos. 6 voice actors from those productions are coming together to have a big, fun, noisy event. So please, come and hang out with us. For ticket information and other inquiries, all of the details you need should be written on the blog on my homepage. So please, go and check it out. Yes. So, White Album 2 Fan Club Radio has been running since August of the year before last. Huh? What? And this is... Huh? What? We're suspending... What? Oh, wow. Thanks for all your great work. It's hard to tell what's going on in this radio format, but all the staff comes in and they're like, thank you for your hard work, and kind of surprise them because it's the final episode. So that's really cute. The staff came in and startled us. I was wondering why you came in all of a sudden when we weren't done yet. Wow, thank you so much. These flowers are gorgeous. Which one? This one. Great. Wow. Thank you. We got flowers. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was all worth it. All the work we've done in the past year and a half. Seriously, all of us? Yeah, no kidding. We all, doing this together, the 4 of us, was worth it. I can remember every show. That's such an emotional moment for these actors and actresses too. I mean, like I said, they've been doing this every week for over a year. That's a good routine. And then being together with these people who you're really familiar with week after week and then having that come to an end, that is a super emotional moment. I'm not surprised Daichi-san was almost crying. I would definitely be crying, like straight up. I'm glad it was us 4. We didn't even get flowers 6 months ago when we were recording. Right? They're beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Man, wasn't expecting that. The staff just walked right in. Now, it slipped out quietly. Thank you. Thank you. There's so many thank yous going around. They're so thankful. I think I want to chat with them some more after we're done here. Right? Yeah. So we have messages. Messages for... Wait, Yone-chan, are you crying? Yone-chan? Oh, Daichi-san, are you okay? I'm all better now. Really? What, then During the announcements? Pass me the baton. I pulled myself together during the announcements. See, yeah, the crying, I think that's a normal thing after a conclusion to something like this. Oh, all right then. Each of us wants to give a special message to everyone who has supported our program this far. Daichu-san, you can start. Right. Really, since August of a year and a half ago, it's been a very long time, and I don't have the words to adequately express my gratitude to those of you who have listened. But as for me at least, I was just thinking about this, but when I hear that opening song, all these thoughts rush through my head. It doesn't really matter how long it's been since it was recorded. The fact is that I still feel this way. And I think that's a matter of the special feelings I have when it comes to White Album 2. And on this radio show, we've gone into those parts and the density of White Album 2, and some fun things that aren't as related to those in a way. And the atmosphere with the two of you, I think, as I've been here from time to time. Right? Because, I mean, he has not been here on every episode. They did obviously record the game together. They did record the anime together. They've done events together. But for the radio show, he hasn't been there for every episode. So I guess in a way, he's sad because it's the end of like the trio doing these events, most likely, for a while anyway. But for the radio show, the two girls are definitely, this must be such a shift for them here. Well, I've been here the whole time, but it's pretty clearly changed. How it is now is completely different from how it was at the start. Yeah. When I think about going through all of that over all these months, the memories, my feelings get stirred up in all of these ways. Yeah. I know there's probably more recording left to do, but for this, today marks the end of these regular broadcasts. Yes. And I'm getting a renewed sense of all the feelings I personally have about White Album 2 and this radio show. Yeah. I don't want to say thank you for some reason, but since this is just a one-time thing, I'll say it. Thank you. All right, Naba-san, your turn. All right, my turn? Really, my biggest impression right now is, wow, that went by fast. But the last year and a half really showed me just how much people love the story. I myself still haven't cleared it entirely. A year and a half after recording the game, you still haven't beaten it. So I'm looking forward to playing it. Should I tell you about Chiaki's branch route later? Please do. I've been struggling to get onto Chiaki's route. I can't get it. Chiaki's is the hardest to naturally stumble into though. Unless you're casually replaying the game a whole bunch of times, I don't think you would come across Chiaki's true end without looking it up, how to get onto it. Because it's pretty rough. It's pretty weird. So I've been asking people for advice. Well, anyway, I feel really lucky to have been involved in this game. And I feel lucky to have had Yone-chan as my partner too. At the very beginning, we had only just gotten close enough to talk. Right, we had. So there was a lot I wasn't sure about. How long this would go, how it would turn out. But as time has gone by, as we've spent these months and years together, I've realized that this woman, Madoka Yonezawa, is so funny. So ready to cut loose and have fun, even though she's the big sister. The seasonal... We've done all sorts of events together, haven't we? I've realized all of that in the course of what we've done. And this year and a half has taught me just how fortunate I am to have Yone-chan. Oh, they're so cute. I'm so glad they're good friends too. Because with Kazusa and Setsuna, you want that. You want them to have that true friendship. And it's so hard for them to have a pure friendship like that just because of everything that's happened. So just to have these two be friends is really it warms your soul. Hitomi! No, shut up. Hitomi still isn't allowed. Really? It's fine. I mean it, Yone-chan. Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, if that was me, I'd be bawling right now. That's so heartfelt. That's so nice. All right. Keep giving White Album 2 your love, everyone. Yes. Your turn, Yone-chan. My turn. Like Naba-san was just saying, I really consider myself lucky to have had Naba-san as my partner. She's basically my senior, in a way, but she doesn't feel like that at all. Is that a compliment? Or should I be insulted? Hard to say. It's a good thing, really. I mean, spending time with you is fun, and even outside of professional contexts, we go skating, flower viewing, all kinds of things. Going for tea in cafes, and we've talked so much. And it makes me feel very strongly like, yes, I'm glad it's Naba-san. I'm glad it's Hitomi. And along with that, we've gotten so much mail from our members. You've poured out your enthusiasm and passion to the program. And even with all the other segments we've done, the mail has been so exciting to read. It made me feel like, through this game, we've connected with everyone, which makes our meeting all the more valuable. Being involved with this radio show for a year and a half? Around that. I feel very fortunate to have been here. I hope you'll all stick around with White Album 2. All right. Oh man, it has been so long. And truly being able to reach fans, right? Like they made the game. Well, they didn't make it, but they voiced the game. Now they're doing this program for the game, and they're truly realizing how many hearts they touched through all that fan mail that they got, and all the opinions, and all the praise, and all the questions, and the fun. Like the segments that were just kind of dumb fun, you know what I mean? Like the scenarios, the Make Me an Idol. It's just adorable. And being able to connect with so many people all over the world, I don't know, it's a really special feeling. I think that's really cool. Great. Now, Maruto-san, please say a few words to all our listeners who love this program and the game. Why are you saying it like that? I'm not sure a guest should get the last comment before the show goes on a break. No. No, you're the god here. Seriously. But really, a year and a half ago, this radio program started with a weird, awkward mail from me. That was the first contribution. It wasn't awkward. And in that sense, I feel like I've also been involved since the start. Anyway, you've done great work for the past year and a half, Yonezawa-san, Nabatame-san, and, well, the fan club radio may be stopping for now, but as I just foreshadowed a second ago, I look forward to seeing you at the class reunion radio. Ooh. By which I mean it would be nice if we could. Yeah. Also, to the people who love this story, I first started creating it in 2007, which means it's been 8 years since then. I really put everything I had as a writer into it, and when it was first released, I thought, I've got nothing to regret. And what with everything, it actually became kind of a husk for a while. Can you imagine putting years and years of your life into this project, and then it's over and you're like, what do I do? I don't know, that must be so scary. It's a long time project. Then Aquaplus, well, not that this is important now, but they sort of dragged me out of the grave, so to speak, saying, hey, we're going to make a PS series, we're going to make an anime, and I went, hang on, give me a little more time to be dead here. And a few more years passed, and I'm truly glad to have run alongside them through all of it. So, moving forward, I want to keep it up. Finding new reasons to live, new places to die. Everyone, thank you so much. Wow, that is such a powerful last line. Finding new reasons to live, new places to die. Oh, I love that. I got goosebumps. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling a little sad now. Yeah, but there could be a reunion. Yes, a reunion. Right, the fan club radio reunion. Yeah, really. I should add that we can't promise it. We can't promise it, but we want to promise it. We do. Yeah. It feels like we got a little melancholy all of a sudden, but we want to end on a happy note, right? Yeah? A happy note. At a time like this, at a point like this, there must be some letters from our listeners, right? Yeah. I imagine we've got tons, actually, about the fact that it's ending, right? I feel like there'll be loads. Well, here we are, Yes, we should read them later. Yes, I definitely want to look it all over. But seriously, when I think about it, they've kept loving us for a long time now. Yeah. Wow. It's so wonderful getting to be involved with this work. Definitely. Whether their entry point was through the game, the anime, or the radio, I think they must love all three now. I think so too, because there's so many different ways to enjoy White Album 2, especially now. At the time of the radio show, the novels, the manga, not everything was done. Now, there are so many different mediums for fans to jump into White Album 2 and to consume White Album 2 that it really has drawn in fans from all different areas. So, pretty incredible. And I think it's all thanks to the two of you. Don't be silly. It's because we had Haruki. It's thanks to Haruki-kun and Maruto-san. Maruto-san is the god. He's our god. And I'm the same level as everyone else, so I'm the representative. I do think. And the way this work has bloomed is seriously enormous. I feel justified in declaring myself the god. Yeah, for sure. That's so cute. Maruto-san is his comments are so cute and funny sometimes. Well, though there's still, right? So much more I want to talk about. Though I'm reluctant to cut things off, it's about time. Yeah. To call a halt. Are we ready? Yeah. All right. This brings an end to our fan club meeting for the day. As of now, our activities are suspended. We may be parted for a little while, but we'll meet again. Someday. Somewhere. We are Madoka Yonezawa, Hitomi Nabatame, Takashiro Mizushima, and Fumiaki Maruto. Thank you, everyone. This program is sponsored by Aquaplus. So, that brings us to the end of the White Album 2 radio series. Of course, there are a few extras which occurred after this episode. This was the last true episode of the Fan Club Radio. And again, we really hope it does get picked up, maybe for some sort of event or anniversary, it'll come back. And then maybe if that's get popular, maybe it can be renewed. But as of now, there's still no word from it. And this is late 2021. So, super cool of them to do this. Super cool of them to have even started this. I think it was a really cool program to connect fans who were fans of the series and keep them connected over the years. Maybe they were super into it in the beginning, but then if you don't connect with other people, maybe your love will die off for it. This was a great way to keep people active and involved in the fandom, and also for them to sell a lot of merch to those people. But overall, just a really cool emotional way for people to connect. So I will leave it with that. Thank you so much for being here on our final episode of White Album 2's Fan Club Radio, and I'll be back with more projects White Album 2 related in the future. Until then, I hope you take care. See you!